everybody for coming by and joining me for the live show. Man, is this thing messed up? It acts different every single time. Come on, YouTube. Where's my comments at? My comments are going to cover up the entire screen. I love it, YouTube. I love it. What's everybody doing out there? Thanks for joining me for the 420 live show. Whew. 420 on 420. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's see. I'm trying to remove nobody's comments. It is quite distracting, though. I can't even see the freaking comments. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming by. Sorry I was 1 minute late. You know what I mean? It's 420, though. Hey, you got to give me a little slack on 420, right? Right. I hope. Wearing my come and go hat. It's an Iowa tradition, come and go. Um, let me double check some situations here. Load up, baby. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Let me double check some. That's pretty good audio. I'll take that. Audio. Audio. Let me see here. Starting at the very beginning. This won't let me go all the way back to the beginning. What in the hell? What in the hell? And we'll start where it begins. Adam Bennett's in the house. What up, Adam Bennett? He says, fuck, I wish I lived east of Reno. Reno. Thanks for coming by. Sterling Wheels in the house. Adam Bennett is not a troll. Seriously. Hey, we know what's up. We know what's up. Let me hit the like button on my own video there. We are liked. We are liked. Thank you, everyone. Sterling says, I'm in Salt Lake. Hookers keep wanting to tell me the good word. Ooh, careful out there. Careful out there. Adam Bennett says they are right. So says Adam Bennett, remember that time we hauled beer? That was great. But next time, share Sally Fields. Damn it. Damn it, Smokey and the Bandit reference off the bat today. I've been missing you guys. I took off all week. I did. I said, the hell with all this. I'll be at the house. Catch me at the house. Um, I swear to God, YouTube cannot get their shit together to save their life. I don't know why it's got me as a, I don't know, on here, look at this. See, it's showing me like it's just, oh, Lord, YouTube. YouTube and their infinite wisdom, boys. Let me tell you. Adam Bennett, $100 bill. Thank you very much. Waiting for guest. I don't know what that was. Well, whatever. Adam Bennett, $100 bill says, Cash, sorry, but me and STD were talking. Please excuse yourself and stop reading our comments. Hey, I'm like Ron Burgundy. If you put it on there, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. Um, let's see, I can't get the comments on here for some reason. Oh, I love me some YouTube. Technically, they suck. Missed a bunch of comments there because YouTube, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it shows me like it shows me. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Damn YouTube. Um, Sterling's in the house with a 420. YouTube is doo-doo. Yeah. Really killing me on the things they've been doing lately. They can't get their live feeds right for some reason. Every time I try to go live or do anything, it is totally bastardized. But hey, it's the only place I know to come hang out with truck drivers, so that's what I do. They took away our kitchen, so now I'm over here doing this. That's for sure. Um, I really wish I could get rid of that. No, that's not what we're doing. I hit go live together, and we're not going live together, so I don't get it. Why won't it go away? Go away, YouTube. But yeah, we hanging out. We just chilling. Um, thought I'd see what everybody was doing. I've been off all week. Said the hell with trucking. I wanted a load Wednesday, and I didn't get the one I wanted. So I said the hell with it. I'm gonna sit here till Friday and protest trucking. So that's what I did. Sterling says, yes, I do remember Nirvana Unplugged when he bought brought out meat puppets. Meat puppets. Okay. Damn, boy, y'all boys was really back and forthing it over there, wouldn't you? It's weird too, because it's like you're you're kind of the same person. I don't get it. Um, I got a guy over here. I'm watching because he's got his DOT duct tape to the side of his truck. A piece of paper with DOT written on it. So I always try to keep an eye on those guys. I don't want to get out of my peripheral there. Let's see. I'm gonna skip down Sterling and Adam Bennett having personal conversations there. We'll pick you up after they talk about all their doings here. The Punjabi dispatch service is in the house. He says, well, damn, I lost my place. The Punjabi dispatch service says, I have loads for you, my friend. I have reefer loads on the East Coast. How about Columbus, Ohio? Uh, you're probably not familiar, but the Columbus, Ohio is not the East Coast. just, just so you know, Punjabi dispatch service. That's not it. So, yeah. I find this view so funny. Look at this. Like YouTube is literally just giving me they're just giving me head. You know what I mean? YouTube's just giving me head over here. Uh, oh my. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Sterling says, strong, healthy, burly men, Adam. Okay. Well, I missed a little context there, I think. Hat Creek burned like a mofo. It's ugly now. Damn it. Punjabi Dispatcher says, I have direct customers just like fake truckings. Damn it, boy. Damn it, boy. Adam says, hold on, STD. I need to look at Google Maps. Plus, I'm drinking, but when I remember from Reno, I went 395 to 44 to 89, unless I wanted to pop out St. Urgent, Oregon, and ran up north to 97. Damn, damn, giving full blown directions, turn by turn directions over there. So says Adam, why isn't your mom subscribed to my channel? I practically raised you. Eesh, damn it. Oh man, Adam Bennett, my mom died 3 weeks ago. That is rough, bro. That's rough. It's just me and my bro. Damn, damn. Condolences. Skinny Peter says, I put hair remover on my sack. It looks like a hairless cat head. Damn it, boy. Damn it, boy. Sterling says, you better be lying, Adam Bennett. Yeah, you can't be joking about your mom dying. That might be for real. Adam Bennett says, when leaving Reno, don't we go by Ituros, whatever the hell that means, when we head up that way? Sterling says, Orange County will never be the same without a mimes. Okay. Okay. Trucking coach, need a teammate. I need someone that can teach me about trucking. Damn it. Damn it. Adam says, I feel like I know more than you. Ooh. Ooh. Stir says, trucking coach recruits for U-Haul now. Is that the truth? Is that what's going on with trucking coach? Damn it, boys. Damn it, boys. This trucking life's in the house. All up 69 smells like. All up 69 smells like. I've been following Snoop Dogg, and that's all right. Yeah. Today's the day. Today's a holiday. I seen a guy in the truck stop earlier had on a big marijuana leaf shirt, and I was like, oh yeah, it's 420 out there. That's for sure. Let's see here. Sterling says, Alturas, California. You got to go west to Canberry. Uh, Man, y'all getting deep in the woods over there. Deep in the woods. Chief Frau Holler says, Punjabi, I need a load. Woo! He'll call you tomorrow. Don't worry. He'll call you. Um, Adam Bennett says, no, I've never been there. Brian C's in the house. Don't go to the Petro can in Kamloops. Whatever. Okay. Um, Sterling 420 is for unemployed truckers. It can be. They're trying to bring it back, I think. I seen Normal was trying to bring it back where you could smoke weed. We'll see. Adam Bennett. But I was right. 395 takes you to Arturez. Okay. I guess. Justin Axford's in the house. What up, bro? What up, bro? Paul Harris made it in. Chief Freight Hauler says flatbed with refrigerated tarp. I can haul negative 10. That's. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You can do whatever you put your mind to. That's what they told us in school. There was no truth in that. There was no truth in that. Michael says, hello, everyone in the house. Thanks for tuning in from the house. Right way to truck says, what up, Cash? Not much. I'm going to pontificate on brokers here in a minute. Me. Sterling says Adam Bennett threw up on the like button. Damn it. Damn it, throwing up on it. Survive to thrives in the house. Howdy. Ain't nothing taking 7 hours to get new drives installed. Damn, still waiting. Damn it, boy. 7 hours for new drive tires. That's brutal. That's brutal. Thank you guys for the super chats. I much appreciate it. Chief Rehaler says, looking for the spot this bolt goes that I found laying on my air compressor after getting my overhead done. Ooh, wow. You can't get good work done no more. You just can't do it. There is no place to get good work done. Um, Adam Bennett says, can you put Sterling Delivers live right now with you, please? That might not be a bad idea. I might be able to. Let me see what I got here. Um, we back. We trying new things here. We trying new things. Oh, sorry about the pause there, folks. Chief Holler says, looking for it. Okay. I can't even see Cash's beautiful face right now. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's doing with this angle they got going on, but it's it's not favorable. And I can't get that waiting for guests to go away. So we're kind of stuck at this angle, I guess. They took our jobs. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching a guy talk about brokers on YouTube yesterday, and it really annoyed the hell out of me because he does not understand how brokers work or why brokers are there. You know, he's like, well, if we get rid of brokers, all that money will come to us. And I'm like, no, it won't. No, it won't. More freight, if they wasn't brokers, more freight would go to mega carriers, number one. Number two, if there were not brokers, shippers would have to handle that themselves and they're going to charge a fee for that. You're not going to get that for free. You know, it's just not the way things work. So imagine, you know, you own a factory and you had 5 loads a day you have to move. Well, you would have to hire someone to manage those 5 loads. You couldn't just say, oh, hey, Bob, throw those on the load board and forget about them. It's not how it works. Like you would have to manage those loads, and that's what brokers do. They manage the loads. Are there some crappy brokers out there? Yeah, I'm not defending crappy brokers. But for truckers, these truckers that go around gaslighting people saying, "Oh, you gotta get rid of the broker." Well, get rid of it. Go get you a direct shipper. Would be my motto. That's what I would tell you. Go get a direct shipper and stop crying about everything. Get real. You know. Let's see. Chief Freight Hauler says $55 in shop supplies didn't cover zip ties for the wiring they cut loose. Ow. Ow. Yeah. You can't get good work done anymore. I'm just certain that workmanship is gone and it's never coming back. Never coming back. This Regular Life says Thunder over Louisville. I was there. Okay. Um, Adam says, ain't nothing with a little bit of head. Come on. Hashtag cancel fate trucking. Oh, man. Justin Axford says, direct freight. You mean subscriber freight? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we mean. Subscriber freight. Um, that one guy. I'm in Thailand. Come and go every night. Damn it, boy. Damn it, boy. Come and go. It's an Iowa tradition. I always wear this hat when I'm in Iowa. I always go, Suey, out the window, shake my corn bucket. David Edwards says, howdy, y'all. What's up, David Edwards? Thanks for coming in. Sterling says, I got to take a poop. I'm tired of leaving them. Oh, son, I got a great idea for a YouTube product. I'm not going to hit you with it today because I got to get my got to get my props team on making a new prop, but I got a great idea. Be sure to subscribe and you'll see more. Adam Bennett says, I hear you. I hear you. Um, let's see. What the hell is that doing? Um, can you put Sterling Trucker Delivers live right now? If he wants to come on, he can come on with it. He can come on with it. I'm not against it, but yeah, as far as these guys bitching about brokers and what they do is like, it's pretty simple. If you don't like brokers, number one, if you think they make too much money, there you go. Go be a broker. You know, that would be my motto. If you think brokers make too much money, hell, why not join them? If you can't beat them, join them. And the other thing I think about brokers is, um, if you don't like them, you're working with the wrong ones because shippers are gonna continue to use them. There's no there's no getting out of brokers because shippers want brokers. So you got to learn to deal with the right ones. It's like Coyote, for example. I don't personally like using Coyote because they don't pay attention. And that's a thing with me. If you don't pay attention, I don't want to work with you. You know, um, you just got to do what's best for you, right? Chief Red Holler says, survive. You must be at Love's. Oh, my God. The last steer tire I had changed at Love's, I watched that guy fight that tire for 20 minutes. And it was literally his first day. He came in and he asked the guy, he says, is changing a steer tire any different than changing a drive tire? And I was like, oh, I'm going to go watch this guy. I'm going to keep an eye on this guy. And yeah, he sat there and struggled with it for about an hour, maybe half hour to an hour. Oh, he made me nervous the way he was fighting the hell out of that tire. Let's see. Paul Harris says, when you have only the screen like it's a half-inch square pick of you, YouTube at its best. Yeah, I can't change it. Um, YouTube is like just becoming the biggest bag of crap ever. Like they are. Let me turn it around, see if that does anything. When we come back, it's this waiting for guests thing. It won't go away. Um, yeah, it's like using as the chat, but it won't go away. And the chat's the full screen. I've never seen YouTube like this. I mean, every time I use YouTube, it's different. Every time. Um, Let me see. Top chat, live chat. Let's see. Nah, nothing I'm hitting's getting rid of that. So I guess we'll just have to deal with it. We'll just have to deal with it right now. Um, yeah, nothing I can do. D Reddy's in the house here for the broker bashing. Oh, I will not be broker bashing. It's just if you've been in trucking long enough, like what it is these guys want a boogeyman. The guys on YouTube right now that brokers are the worst, brokers are the problem, and blah blah blah. You're number one, you're working with the wrong brokers, and number two, like you're you don't have to use brokers. Go get some direct freight. You know what I mean? There's one guy on YouTube that literally will bitch about brokers and then run a DAT loadboard ad. What are you doing? Who do you think's on DAT? You know, like how dumb can you be? I'm just saying. It don't make sense to me. Let's see. Adam Bennett, I broke it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. T. Cash in the house. My teacher used to say, you can be anything you want, even president. And we're all like, no way. Look what we got. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. If I'm your teacher, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't be president because you don't have the right connections. You got to be in the know to be president. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. STD, go live with cash. Come on with it. D Ready says plenty of dispatch YouTube selling truck courses for $200 who don't think a broker has any place in the market at all. You're really getting your money's worth there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, I need to start me one of them damn YouTube affiliate trucking knowledge coaching calls thing. uh, I mean, it's like, here's how this works for the people that don't understand it, for the pontificators out there. Here's the thing: if a company had 100 loads a day to move, they wouldn't call you. They would call JB Hunt. They would call Swift. They would call a mega carrier, and they would give all 100 loads a day to a mega carrier. That's how that would work, because couldn't nobody else compete with the mega carrier price. Because a mega carrier can get a driver to drive down the road for 30 cents a mile today because they put them through school. It's just the nature of the beast, okay? Like if you was the manager, the shipping manager of the dog food factory, you wouldn't be looking to pay top dollar. It's a commodity. You're trying to move it at the lowest possible price. But yeah, whatever. Since from Mouse says, I'm here. Who we talking shit on today? I vote FedEx and their gutless trucks. Ooh, hashtag FedEx going broke. I heard Red Lobster might be filing for. I heard that Red Lobster might be filing for something like that. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they may be. Um, Sterling Will, that link didn't work. Well, YouTube's a bag of shit. Let me tell you. Let me try it again here. Uh, Try that one, my friend. YouTube. It said share link, and I sent you the text, and it didn't work. So I did a different one though. Try that one. We'll see if we can get that one going. Maybe we can fix this stupid screen the way it's doing, waiting for guests. Come on, YouTube, get your shit together. Red Diesel's in the house. What up, Red Diesel? Thanks for stopping by. Ain't seen you in a while. Says been doing dropping hooks. Picked up a trailer with 3 bald tires, one missing shock bolt, one missing slack adjuster pin. A good paying freight, but these other drivers, man, what the F? Yeah, yeah. I run into that a lot. I run into that a lot with dropping hook. That's why I'm not a big fan of dropping hook. It seemed like when I was back in my beginner days at USA Truck, every dropping hook I would do would be problems, like real live problems, like lights missing, lights out, no tires, busted tires. Yeah. Adam Bennett, Owatonna pickup load from there to South Carolina, paid like crap, but got me there. Owatonna pickup load to South Carolina. Oh Lord, you got to get the money going that direction, because once you get to South Carolina, oof, dog, oh dog. Red Diesel said, and a hubcap leaking. Some bitch. Hub seal's gone, everything. Griff's in the house, says Light Lizard Whisper. How is everyone? Oof, sexy. Adam Bennett, Channel 19, anybody? Bricker19. Gary Bates going all out. I hope so. Adam Bennett says, I'm gonna check replay. Okay. Let's see. Red Diesel. Had to re-up. Yeah, sometimes YouTube kicks you off the membership and you got to re-up it. I don't know how they do that. Let's see. Allow gifts. You could be lucky recipient of CashisKingtrucking memberships with access to inclusive perks. Wow, allow gifts. Shit, why not? Why not? Since Ramal was gifted a membership by Sterling, thank you for that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Joel Guego, or sorry, horrible name. Horrible with names. I hate trying to read names. I'm never good at it. Thank you for coming by, Joel. Cash for president. I'd rather be king. You know what I mean? I don't want to answer to people. Of course, hey, apparently you can be president and not answer to people. Apparently, I'm just saying. But no, I'd rather be king. You know what I mean? I'd shut some stuff down. If I was king, I would build a giant guillotine in Washington. Uh, one big enough for like 5 necks. That way we could get some shit done quick. During the revolutions and whatnot. Adam Bennett says, this is not going. I want to go because I want STD and he's not here. So I'm gonna list to Limp Biscuit. Bye. Okay. Adam Bennett, you can't afford Limp Biscuit. Bisquick. Limp Bisquick. Um, it's for the non-fluffy pancakes. Uh, Cheaper housing house, get some direct freight, then let a broker undercut you by $800 when the market flips. It's a good way to do it too. Um, yeah, I mean, trucking is all about efficiencies, and you know, I'm to the point now to where I'm starting to look at things outside of trucking for the now. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of willing to park this truck for a couple months and let a few things kind of happen because, um, yeah, like I took off this week. It's just, um, I got a certain amount I need to make to be gone all week. And I'm not going to be gone all week for $1,500 profit. And I got a cheap truck payment. I got a fuel efficient operation. I got like there should be more profit here. Like I'm not running a unfuel efficient operation. I'm not running a $1,000 a week lease purchase. I'm not, like I don't see how some people are making in this market. They got to be living going broke. But yeah, I'm starting to look at some things outside of trucking right now. I'm thinking about buying some construction equipment. Um, I'm thinking about it. JD Jail says, what's the latest on speed limiters? April or May announcement? Okay. I'll have to look into that. I'll get back with you. I haven't been keeping up with that, honestly, to be honest about it. 60 mile an hour would really suck for my truck. My truck is not geared for running down the road at 60 miles an hour. I would probably have to drop down to like 57, 58. 60 is just not a good. It's like right at an in between 11th and 12th gear. My truck would just be constantly 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, 12. It's like, ugh, no thanks. I just drop down, run 11th. 11th is a direct drive in my truck anyway. So I'd probably just drop down to 57, 58, run that, and hate it. Hate every minute of it. GTM now is in the house. Hey, Cash. Hey, thanks for coming by. Woo too much. Is trucking a hard job? It depends on what part of trucking you're in. It can be physically, it can be mentally, it can be emotionally. It just depends on where you're at in trucking and how you're doing it. Let's see, GTM. Hey, everybody. Gary Bay says, I'm going to turn myself from American old boy to Chinese fat man. Sounds legit. Somebody told me the other day, maybe we should all uh, jump the border and go down to South America and come back into this country illegally with a fake name and a fake alias and everything. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. You get that, you get some free housing and some support from the government. Yeah, that's more than I'm getting now. Um, cheaper, easier than digging ditches with a shovel. Um, Depends on what part of trucking you're doing. I'm sure there's trucking jobs out there that are just as hard as digging a hole with a shovel. it just depends on where you at. But yeah, normally we would hope it's easier than digging with a shovel. I mean, less blisters, I would hope. W7 Invader says, I take it all that you can eat shrimp special they had going on was working until Cash showed up. Now they're going bankrupt. Yeah, I don't like shrimp, so they can have all the shrimps they want. Shrimp's not my thing. I'll be honest with you, Red Lobster never was really my thing. I've been there a couple times under protest and duress, but yeah, yeah, I like them cheese biscuits, but um, woo too much says you are so funny. Thank you so much for that. This Trucking Live YouTube would not let me post what I wanted to say. Wow, something about illegals. Oh wow, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. They won't let you say nothing about illegals on here. Jake now says, "Yo, what's up, Cash? Living the dream right now." Yeah, yeah. I got a decent loadout on Friday, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not feeling trucking these days. I mean, the money is one part of it, but I'm very discouraged by the fact that what I see every day in trucking is continually getting worse. Like the morale, the mentality, the respect for the job, the pride in doing a good job, it's all gone. I mean, I don't see any of that. It's so rare to see that anymore. I'm gonna say it ain't there, but you know, for the one guy out here trying to do things the right way, there's 50 that are just phoning it in and throwing trash on the ground and just being dummies. Really, just being dummies. Seeing a guy driving through a truck stop parking lot, they had to be doing 45 mile an hour through the truck stop parking lot. And somebody in a car was lost and they came in the wrong way and he slammed on the brakes from 40 to 0. And I was just like, I hope he wasn't hauling anything, that needed to be taken care of because it's busted to hell now. Um, but yeah. Chief Ray Holler says, got to go Cracker Barrel with the folks tonight. Catch the rest on the replay. Ooh, Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're over 50, that's your spot. People like, if you've got an AARP membership, you love some Cracker Barrel. To me, it's like, man, I don't hate it, but it ain't my favorite place to eat. Chief Air Holler, have a great one, everybody. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate you. Rick Pig, anyone seen a cat house around here? Come on. Jake now says, oh man, Cash is going to get swatted now or definitely demonetized. Can't be talking like that on YouTube. Yeah. I've come to the point that I really don't care what YouTube thinks. They're going to do what they're going to do. Like Epic Trucking Fails, they took my monetization on Epic Trucking Fails for doing what everyone else is doing. You look at YouTube, how many of these videos are posted by the person that took the video? You know, 75% of YouTube is people just reposting everybody else's stuff, and yet they demonetize me for doing that. Like, it's absolutely stupid. Like, YouTube is so out of whack these days. But that's how I feel about it. Red Diesel says, what I don't get is the companies handles all the issues with no hesitation and so just doesn't understand. Um, what I don't get is this company handles all issues with talking about the repair on the drop trailers. Yeah, yeah. I used to work for Averett Express, and Averett Express had shops at probably 25% of their terminals, and most of the time, like if you had a bad tire, you could just pull in, and they literally had pre-mounted wheels and tires in every shop, and you just pull up. They would take that one off, put a new one on, and you'd be back on the road in 30 minutes or an hour, but yet no one would turn it in. They just take it and drop it and say, hey, buddy, that's your problem. You know what I mean? Russell Fraser says, hey, Cash, just shut down in Indiana. There you go, in Diana, as I like to say, in Diana. Paul Harris says, you're wearing my date night hat. More of a suggestion than a gas station to me. Yeah, a guy shows up with a come and go hat. You know he's there for business. He is there for business. Jake Knight TV says, in fact, it seems to be like all that's out there right now. Like, hell, look at that international I took a picture of. Some foreign dude driving for CR England in a CR England truck. Yeah. Yeah. The mega carriers are getting what they want right now. They started these programs to get people from foreign countries over here to drive truck, and that's what they got, and that's what they wanted, and it's working like a dream because, according to the ATA, the mega carrier, funded lobbying group, they couldn't find drivers. There's nobody wants to drive a truck anymore. Well, hell, no one wants to be gone all week for $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to see my kids and buy them nice things. But no, 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 no. Big mega carrier. Werner, JB Hunt, Schneider, all them guys. They don't want that. No, they want me gone all week for $700-800, maybe $1,000. And ain't nobody willing to do that except the people that don't know no better. The people that don't understand that you could be making $2,000 a week at this, but instead you don't know no better. And you come over here and then, you make money. How many times you go into Flying J and you see a guy, with a stack of money in there, $2,500, and he's getting $500 Western Unions sent to God knows where. You see now, I see it all the time when I'm in Pilot Flying J because they got the Western Union. Oh, you see them guys in there, they throwing down hundreds. I need this sent to, where the hell ever. And that sucks the money out of our economy. Um, but no one cares. No one cares. It's just what it is. Um, let's see. Let me get to my comments here. Since for Miles says you took off all week and I pulled a $9,700 week, $7,600 after. Mm, fake trucking. You're not live right now. Like, that boy needs notifications on more than anybody I ever seen in my life. But I love when he calls when I'm live because now I can give him shit for about 2 weeks over it. Oh, Jean Gerard. Oh, man. There you go. We'll see what Jean Gerard's doing. Mm, he's boys. He's boys. Wallace says, dude, if I was king, I would abolish all taxes and all stipulations on people doing business. No property tax once you own it. Yes, open all to what you may. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Technically, if you live in America, I don't want to bum everybody out, but I want to run this down real quick and see what y'all think. If you live in America, you are a slave. You are a slave to paying taxes. There's no way to get out of paying taxes. I said, even if you owned land out in the woods and you built your own house out of logs and you hunted your own food, number one, you would have to pay property taxes. And especially if you improve the land and built a house on it, then you would owe property taxes on the house and the land. Okay? So now you've got to earn money somehow to pay those land taxes. So now you're earning an income. Now you got to pay income taxes. You know, like, it's craziness. It's craziness. Like, and technically, and this is my opinion, you never own land in America because you don't pay the taxes on it. They'll come take it from you. Um, I had a house that they tried to sell on the courthouse steps without me knowing it because I thought the taxes were included with the mortgage. Because the insurance was included in the mortgage. I also thought the land taxes were. They were not. I got literally like 1 or 2 months behind on land taxes, and they started sending me notifications that they were going to auction off the house on on the courthouse steps for pennies on the dollar. And then I would owe the rest of the mortgage on it. I mean, it ain't right. It ain't right what goes on out here. Henry says, "Good evening, Cash. Thanks for coming in, Henry." Wallace says, "True freedom is what I am about." Yes, yes. Um, I think some of this just gone. I mean, imagine uh, income taxes is 30% of people's wages now. Like 100 years ago, or well, since they came up with the Federal Reserve is really when they had to start that. But when income taxes were a thing before, it was like to get the money back for a war. Like if we were in a war, like like the Revolutionary War or the Civil War, especially, they would come in and put a tax on the rich that made all the money during the war. But now, 30%, pretty much everybody. It's like, hmm. And then you think about what that money goes to, funding foreign wars and stupid things that you have nothing to do with. Give $3 billion to Egypt, and you know what's that doing for me? What's that doing for me? Um, AKA Foo in the house. What up, bro? Says trying to day trade my way out of trucks. Woo! Got to get into that options trading. Options trading. Um, GTM, there's no respect out here. No, no. I mean, it's every man for himself. Um, you know, try not to step on poop when you get out of your truck. I mean, it's unreal. And for anybody that's been in this for more than 10 years, you'd have to be riding around with your eyes shut all day to not see the trend of how it's going and not in a good direction. You know, I wish we had someone at the head of the FMCSA that would enforce the rules and make things right. But there's just no incentive now for that. So let's see here, Mister Mister. Are you live? Are you
What up?
live? We are live, doggone it. Fake trucking in the house. Everybody say hi to fake trucking. He he doesn't understand YouTube notifications. Um, See if you click right here, this little bell hit all on cash. All of them. They're well, wonderful, wonderful.
I,
Um,
I
you
am
know what I'm
sorry.
saying?
I am
Ah,
sorry.
don't worry about it. You know what? If you didn't do that, I'd have less things to give you shit about. So, um, I wouldn't have none, but I'd have less.
Right, right.
Oh man, how's things going? What's up with that truck? You get that window fixed yet?
Nope, nope. I just got
Mm,
the estimate done. Trying to figure out. They're supposed to email me a form to fill out to try and get a rental truck and or lost revenue um payment from the other insurance company because the truck's gonna be down for like 3 weeks.
wow,
Thirty-two
wow.
thousand dollars, bro.
Damn it,
32
boy.
grand. Yep.
Damn it, boy. For the people that don't know, Fake Trucking's got a channel. Number one, go subscribe to Fake Trucking. Like over 4,000 subscribers now. He's growing fast, so get on the bandwagon. So you're not one of those guys that didn't know about him. Um, you were uh, hit by another driver, backed into, correct? You were
Yep.
foolishly inside trying to get your paperwork, and
Let me say the guy that hit me couldn't speak English, so he had an interpreter with him that asked me, "Why did I get out of my truck?" I said,
mm,
"Uh to
mm,
get my paperwork," and I hold my paperwork up like
yeah,
like you're not supposed to leave your truck when Other people are
uh,
like driving into facilities, evidently.
mm, yeah, my go-to move would have been to stab him in the neck with a pen. I'd have took my ink pen out and I would have wrote my name on his jugular.
Well, I started screaming at him, and then I realized he had no clue what I was saying. Like, not a clue. He
Uh-huh.
kept shaking his head. He was shaking his head, yes, to things that he should have been getting mad at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. That's when I like saying things just randomly that I know they're not going to understand, and just it is what it is. But so his insurance company was a legit thing,
From everything my insurance company has told me, yes. However, like, I don't know how to say it because I don't want to throw my insurance company under the bus right now. Um, I'm not even like getting a lot of help from them. Like, I
huh?
feel like I am like trying to figure everything out, which I should do. But like I said, hey, how do I get reimbursed for a rental truck? Oh, we gotta email you this, and then we'll go after the other insurance company. And I was like, well, have you spoken to them? And the guy that I'm dealing with is like, I just handle the claim, like the damage claim. I'm like, okay, who do I talk to like make sure everything is on the up and up? So I got a hold of the fraud department at my insurance company, and they're like, no, everything's good. And I mean, I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds like standard insurance company. We want that money. We don't want to do nothing for it.
Yeah,
I,
right.
um, I still tell people if I could go back to high school right now, I would either number one, I'd probably go into insurance business because insurance is one of those highly profitable businesses that you have to do business with. You cannot run a business. You cannot drive a car down the road. You have to have insurance. And then they make a ton of money and then they don't want to ever pay it out. So it's like, that's my kind of business, man. Like, I wish I'd have known then what I know now,
Yeah, right.
Um, because I thought, hey, go into finance, but people don't have to deal with finance most of the time, like, unless it's like, they want to. You can't get around insurance. Insurance you got to deal with, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me get through some comments here. Roadrunner Logistics says BB King, the thrill is gone. Yeah, I'm looking at buying some construction equipment. I'm thinking about throwing up the deuces on trucking and going back into construction business.
Hmm. What type of work?
Um, uh, Probably like new construction type work. It would just depend, because I had a thought about starting like a handyman business. I've had a contractor's license in the past, and you can kind of pick your work when you do that. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not opposed to parking this truck for a few months and trying some different things because I took off this week and I mean honestly, I didn't miss trucking at all. I mean
Right.
it's just like I was gonna come back to work Wednesday. Wednesday came and went. Thursday came and went. Finally Thursday afternoon they called me. They were like, "Hey, can you do a load on Friday?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess. I don't know." I mean, I literally was thinking about staying home till like Monday, but they hit me. They hit me with something decent, but it's not really the money necessarily right now in trucking because I'm still making money. It's it's just how things are going out here. Just like the industry in a whole. Or as a whole. But
The
um,
industry is changing so rapidly that it's never going to be what it was ever again.
right, yeah. This
You
is
know,
this time is not about necessarily the rate per mile or the whatever. It's the new flood of truckers that came in during COVID. It's a whole nother style. Like it's just there's no pride in the job. There's no I want to be a trucker. It's I'm going to take it out back and beat it to death and then leave it there when I'm done. Like, that's all they care about. Um, the show is called Pontificating about brokers. I watched a video, a couple of them, people talking about if shippers would just post the loads on a load board, we would be making a lot more money.
I don't know about that.
Mm, no, no, these are very smart people. They make sense.
Like buying Peterbilts for overpriced deals.
Mm. I'm just saying, hating on brokers and then run a DAT load board ad directly after you hate on a broker. Um, my here's the quick take on it. Okay, if if a place has 100 loads they need moved in a week, they're calling a mega carrier because at that point it's about getting it done the cheapest you can get it done. They call JB Hunt. They say drop me 100 trailers on the yard and we'll tender you 100 loads a week. Um, if if a shipping department has 50 loads and they want to move it without a mega carrier and no broker, they've got to create a department to move that freight.
Can I say something?
I don't know. Can you?
Okay, you're right. And I want what I mean by that is think about we're not going to share this, okay? But think about where you and I have hauled out of quite frequently in Minnesota. I don't want to share too much. They have three people that do that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Where they have maybe like 25 loads a week, and they have a department. There's three people that operate that department. You have the full truckload, the LTL, and then the other person that works it is it's a specific commodity that he only deals with. But
Mm-hmm.
they're I would say they're a little bit better than the spot market, but they definitely follow that spot market. I mean,
Right.
they're not going to
Right.
pay, hundreds, they're not going to pay $500 more than what the spot market
No.
is.
No.
They're just not going to.
And they pay a very comparable rate, and they fluctuate just like the spot market because they watch the spot market. Like,
Yes.
and
But they're
if you
easy to haul for. I would rather haul
right,
for them than a spot market load.
depends on the broker. I mean, I I'm doing. I'll tell you like this. Okay, I'm doing a multi-stop load out of Minnesota from close to where you're talking about. I'm getting very good rate on it. And I deal with this person all the time. They're very easy to deal with. They say turn on macro point and let us know when you're empty, and
Yep.
that's it. And it's a very comparable rate, and it's through a broker. I use this broker all the time. But it's here's if you create a division in your company to deal with moving freight, you basically create an in-house brokerage. Is what you do, because that's it. I mean,
Do you remember the comment you left? You either left it on my channel or you called me and made fun of me about it. You're like, your customer is your broker. And
yeah,
I was like, dang it, Cash is right yet again.
right,
Like,
yeah,
because you are, because you even though you might have like a contracted rate, the minute I wouldn't say the minute things fluctuate in the spot market, I think it takes a little while to come back to kind of earth with your customer, but they definitely have that conversation with you, and your
right.
contract doesn't mean crap. I mean, it doesn't mean
No,
anything, you
I,
know.
I just I think and I'm not defending brokers here because there's some poo poo brokers out there, but my thing is there's bigger things going on in this trucking market right now than the brokers doing what they're doing. If if everybody had to play on the same level, you know, if your Lithuanian logbook reset went away, what do you think that would do to freight tomorrow?
Yeah, I would change it. Well,
Yeah,
I would like to think there isn't that many people that are utilizing that, but I'm sure there is.
No. But look,
I know you know somebody, and I know somebody that worked for a company that they did that for.
yeah, I know multiple people.
You know,
Look at Triton Logistics. I did that news story on the other
yeah.
day. I mean, that's a big company, 250, 300 trucks. I mean, I see them all over the place, and you come to find out they're doing Lithuanian logbook resets, and it's like, well, damn, like, that's a 2 to 300 truck operation. That's a lot of logbook resets they're doing, like, um, I think it's bigger than most people think out here, and I think it's a big part of why there is no capacity. You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of logbooks personally, but we have to have them because there's the cowboys, that will run until they kill somebody and never take a nap along the way. Me personally, I know when I'm tired. I don't like driving tired. Like, it's personal responsibility. I'm not trying to kill somebody out here, but at the same time, when you do the logbook resets, that's the cowboys. That's the ones, if you didn't have logbooks, they'd be running, a million logbooks. They'd have loose leaf flying out the window going down the road. And that's why I wish they would get rid of the Lithuanian logbook reset, because that's the cowboys. Like, for most of us, like me and you, I never run my 70 out. I don't feel like
No,
I'm not that kind of driver. I was talking to a buddy of mine today about that.
I run my 70 out on the 8th day usually. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
right,
that. I'm not running. And I know people probably make fun of me. Like I've said it on my vlogs. Like I'm not putting down 700. I would if it required me to, but I don't put down 700 miles a day. I'm not running 70 miles an hour 10 and a
right,
half hours a day. Like
right. Yeah, no, it ain't
I
me. I'm
I
not that
did that
guy.
for 20 years. I'm not doing that anymore, you know.
Right. Yeah, and it's like if I break 600 miles a day, it's usually
You're
one day, and then the next day, yeah, next day I'm like
200.
250. Like, yeah, yeah, I'm not that guy. Like this
Yeah.
load I have now, it's 1,200 miles from Friday till Monday. And then from Monday and Tuesday, it's just deliveries. It's a 5 stop. So it's going to be like 300 miles for 2 days, And that's my
Guess how
type of
many
load, you know?
guess how many stops I got in the trailer here?
7.
10. I got
Damn it,
freaking
boy.
10 drops.
Damn it,
Uh,
boy. Yeah. Yeah, I did 5. I haven't done a multi stop in a while. I've been doing a lot of 1-in-1s, but we got this one. And I was like, yeah, it's a decent rate. It's light. It's only 18,000 pounds. So you got to do what you got to do.
I just thought of
Let me,
something how you were oh, go ahead.
yeah, now go for it.
I just thought of something how you were talking about the Lithuanian, reset your logbook thing. Have you noticed how many brokers, like if you're booking a load off the spot market, I booked a load that had two pickups and a delivery. I picked up in Wisconsin and had to it was a 1,500-mile load. It went to Connecticut. There's legally I couldn't make the delivery. Like there was
Yeah.
not enough time on the load. You know what I mean? You would have
Mm-hmm.
to be running outlaw
Yeah.
to make it there, you
Yeah.
know?
I I think that's a part of why these
Yeah,
deliveries
they get
have
used to
got,
it.
yeah, they've gotten used to not having to schedule it properly, because you know I turned down a load the other day coming out of the house. They had a load Wednesday, but it didn't pick up till late after. Well, like, it had a 5 p.m. appointment Wednesday. So we know, grocery warehouse or a cold storage, you're probably not going to be loaded till 8, 9 o'clock at night. And then they want it there. That was Wednesday. And then they wanted it almost 900 miles away in Pittsburgh on Friday at 6 a.m. And I was like, I can't do 900 miles in, you know, 30 hours. It just don't work for me. Like, or how many ever
Right.
hours that was. But I was like, you're basically, that's a 1 day run. Because as soon as they get it loaded, I'm done. And then I get up, I run a full day the next day, and then 6 a.m. gonna come real quick on Friday. So I was like, yeah, that they get used to it. Let's see here. Let me read some comments here. GTM says, I came from a foreign country to drive trucks. He came from the Bronx. Okay, I believe that. Steve Fanslow's in the house. What up? W7 Vader says, isn't that exactly what driving with John does? How does he get away with it? Yeah. I don't know why YouTube chose me to demonetize over copying other people's content. Um, I'm trying to get that back. Hopefully, the beginning of May, I can get that channel remonetized. But um, yeah, YouTube definitely picks the winners on YouTube. If you think YouTube is a fair place to conduct business, it's not. It's like politics. They pick the winners, and if a channel's got 100,000 subscribers, let me tell you that channel plays ball. That channel is doing everything they want done, and for me, I spout off occasionally.
He puts in a lot of work, man. Like I happen to know him. Like
Right,
he he puts in a lot of work, you know,
right,
and I would be lying if I said, you know, I have such a small YouTube channel with huge aspirations, right? I was a little jealous, I guess, when all of a sudden he went from like 200 subscribers to 89,000 and then well over 100,000 subscribers now. But the more I talk to him, you're right. Like he actually sat down and studied like the almost like the algorithm for YouTube, and he did it in shorts, and that is his niche. You know what I mean? Where he figured out what type of video YouTube would actually like send out to the masses.
right.
Where my video is gonna get 1,000 views, his video is gonna get 1,500 views, or 15 million views or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right.
It's
Yeah, no,
crazy.
I'm not picking on John in particular. I was earlier we was talking about how YouTube, like every video I watch on shorts now is reposted content. There's like 1 in 20 videos maybe will be an original actual video someone took. And the others are just somebody going, "Hey, look at this video." And it's like, well, how come they demonetized me for doing that same shit? Just, hey, look at this video, or putting a song to someone else's video. Like it's YouTube definitely is picking the winners out here. And I mean, I ain't mad at nobody. If they have success, have success. But to me, YouTube's killing itself with that, because like today, I was flipping through short videos on my 30-minute break. After about the 20 video of just reposted crap, I was like, I'm done. Like, there's nothing original. There's nothing good. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's not, it's just reposted, same old shit reposted. And it ain't for me. It ain't for me. T
So you
Cash says,
must
in
not have seen my
America,
shirt.
I, I think I flipped through about 9 of them, then I turned it off.
I did a
T
short
Cash,
today.
oh, you did? Okay. No, I didn't see that one.
Uh,
I'm waiting for you to go live that way I can call you. I mean, I've been
I'm
sitting
so
around
sorry.
waiting days for you to go live. So no, I don't care. TK says, in America, you're either filthy rich or dirt poor. They're trying to get rid of that middle. That middle part, it makes them so mad. That middle part, where some guy could, with his intellect and his willing to work hard, could go out and make something. Oh, they hate that though. it's that's not. And the reason is because voting, and I know YouTube, they gonna hate this one. They hate when I say this. Voting doesn't matter, because if it did, we would get rid of all these same old players over and over. Been in office for 700 years. Damn Methuselah running for Senate, and it's like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want Methuselah in there as Senate, because Methuselah still thinks we riding around in horse and buggy because they've been in there so damn long. It's like we get rid of that, but
Where
we don't.
can we go conspiracy theory?
Shit, all day. What you got? The moon ain't
Well,
real.
no,
I like that one.
no, I'm just curious because you say the middle's dead, which I kind of have to agree with. But the middle is usually who pays the most in taxes, aren't
Right.
they?
Yeah.
So why would you want to get rid of, because you bring up billionaires, you bring up super rich people, which is I have no problem with people being
Well,
super wealthy. Um
the
but usually
yeah,
tax code is written for businesses and people that have money. They can
yeah,
depreciate things. The
yeah.
middle class can do that normally with a house. That's like about the only thing that the middle class has an advantage on. That and kids.
How how much do you pay in property taxes?
A lot. You know where I live.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, see, here's the thing with taxes. Taxes don't matter, okay? Because they make nothing off of taxes compared to the national debt. You know what I mean? If here's the thing, okay? I did the math on this. So the national debt, $34 trillion. Average percentage of interest rate on that is 3.11% currently. That's going to keep going up. So that's $1 trillion a year in interest payments on that debt. Here's the facts of that. Okay, here's the
How
facts of
many
that.
people pay taxes?
176 million people paid taxes in 2022. If you divide that up, that's $5,000 a month in taxes you would have to pay on your income every month just to pay the national debt interest.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Okay. So they don't care about you paying taxes. Because here's the real bummer of that situation. I hate to bum everybody out with the facts and the numbers, but they pay that $1 trillion in interest by issuing new debt. Because if you paid $5,000 a month in interest on the national debt, you'd be so pissed you'd be burning something down right now. But instead, they
Yeah.
just issue new debt, new fake money out of thin air to pay the debt. And you know what that does? That's like paying your credit card with another credit card. You are digging a hole
Oh
so
yeah.
fast, you will never get out of it. Do you know in 30 years, the national debt is expected to be $140 trillion in 30 years?
That's insane. Are other country like you obviously are way more like knowledgeable on this than me. Are other countries like this too? Like it's almost
Not,
like a big game of Monopoly.
yes,
You know
yes.
what I like
America,
the numbers you're throwing out are ridiculous.
well, America, excuse me,
I choose
America
to be
is
a
they're only allowed to run this kind of debt because of the military, because that's it. You know, because that says you're secure when you have a giant military. That says I'm secure and I can continue to issue fake money and no one can do nothing about it. It's like uh, it's like ripping off your cocaine dealer. Okay, you better have a big ass gun if you're going to rip off a cocaine dealer. I just saying, like don't say like oh I got I'm gonna steal a kilo off my dealer, but don't worry, I got a can of mace. It's like, yeah, he's going to come over here and put holes in you. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically what I think it does. But, like, America's debt to GDP is 126% right now. So we owe more in debt than the whole economy makes. Yeah. So,
that's crazy.
um, and I love it because what they did, they passed an act called the Inflation Reduction Act that is spending $1 trillion. Like, how are you lowering inflation by spending $1 trillion? It's like it's like me saying I'm going to start a lower my credit card act, and the first thing we're going to do,
More
we're going to
credit.
get a new living room suit on the credit card. It's like why did like oh man, yeah. Nah, it's a lot going on, man. It's a mess. It's what it is, and like I said, if Americans had to pay for these wars, you imagine $50 billion going to Ukraine every month. Okay, imagine that if every man, woman, and child in this country had to pay, you know, what, a
That amount
thousand
to
dollars, a thousand
uh,
dollars for the Ukraine war. The hell I would. You know what I mean? Like I say, these people that say I stand with Ukraine, I say, here's your rifle, son. Go stand over there then.
didn't we already have a war in this country based on
Uh,
that? Hence the Revolutionary War,
yeah.
paying a government money that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
didn't do anything
Yeah.
for us.
It's a real situation, man. And it's like it. We let it happen because we don't have to pay for it now. But if we had to pay for it now, these politicians would be out next week, and it blows me away that we let all this we just let all this happen. It's I was talking to somebody today, and I was talking to Killians today, and I said I wish every working person in this country that pays taxes could save up 1 month, just 1 month of work, of income to get by, just to skim by, pay your rent, pay your insurances, your car payments, your groceries, the things you need to get by on for 1 month, and then everybody just stop working for a month. And that's when you would see who the real politicians are. You know, who would be forcibly making people to go work. You know what I mean? Bring the military in and make you go to work. You know, because that's what would happen. I mean, they couldn't stop it altogether. Let's see. I'm way behind on comments here. Let me let's see. I'm gonna just start here. I think this is where we're at. Um, you are dead on. This country is not free. Yeah, no, there. I don't know if you heard that earlier, Fade. I said every person in this country is a slave to paying taxes. Find me a scenario of someone trying to better themselves that's not going to have to pay a tax.
No, that's real talk.
Yeah.
Hashtag
So
facts.
hashtag facts. Hey, by the way, hashtag facts hats now available in my merch tent. Hashtag facts. I'm diversifying. I got come and go today. Uh, W7 Vader says in Missouri, you don't even own your car, boat, livestock, or anything of significant value. Personal property tax is a scam. Yes. Um, you know, I gave an example. Even if you owned, like if you inherited a piece of property out in the woods and you said, I'm going to build me a cabin and I'm going to live off the grid and I'm never going to work. I'm going to fish. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to live an outdoorsman lifestyle. The only problem is they're going to take your land when you don't pay the land taxes on it. And then, so now you got to pay land taxes. So now you got to create value either by producing something or going to work for somebody. Well, now you're paying income taxes. Like, you got no option. I mean, honestly, mad respects to a lot of these people that just say screw it all and go sleep in a tent on an off ramp. Like, um, uh, I mean, hey, maybe they're smarter than
It's
we
not
are.
your it's not your property tax. Isn't property tax? I know my county handles my property tax. It's not it's an evaluation that the county does. You
Yeah,
know, you know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm not
Most
I'm not
counties,
responsible for that.
yeah, most counties have
I
a
am
property tax assessor.
I am responsible if I add things that would essentially give value to my home to report it,
Right.
you know. And you
Yeah.
can't even let that's why building permits exist. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like the
Yeah.
counties and cities and states want to know what you're adding to your property.
I tell you, living in Minnesota, I have learned that Minnesota, they want their nut. You ain't doing nothing without them putting their finger in it. Like you just better be prepared. They gonna get their nut, however they got to get it.
So you're not from Minnesota. Like born, you know what I mean? You moved to Minnesota. Isn't
Right.
Minnesota a very expensive state? Like the
Dude,
more I look at it, Minnesota is so freaking expensive. They just raised the sale tax to over 8.5% where
right.
I live.
Well, here's what I think about Minnesota. Minnesota and Minnesota, the state, is um, the second highest college educated state in the country. Okay, or maybe Minneapolis is the second most college educated. I can't remember. I seen a stat the other day. A lot of college educated people there, and what that creates is the gap between middle class and poor. Because to me, Minneapolis is one of the most expensive cities with the lowest basic income type jobs. Trucking, local trucking, $20 an hour in Minneapolis. You'd have to work 900 hours a month to pay rent. Like, you
Yep.
know what I mean? Like, it's unreal. I mean, seriously, if your average rent was 2,000, you mean that's 100 hours a month going to rent. Like,
Yep.
it's
Well,
unreal.
and
Like your basic jobs. Yeah, but
and
Minneapolis
look,
is very expensive.
well, look at what happened with the Twin Cities area. Look at like suburban Twin Cities now. It stretches all the way up to freaking St. Cloud. For
Yeah,
somebody that's not from Minnesota, that's a 75-mile commute
yeah,
to the Twin Cities. And
yeah.
that's the suburbs of Minneapolis and St. Paul in every direction. I live in a suburb of Minneapolis and St. Paul that's like closer to Wisconsin than it is like
Right,
Minneapolis and St. Paul. You know what I mean?
right.
And it's almost impossible to find anything. I don't want to use the word affordable. Like I have older kids, that are in their 20s, early 20s. They can't find like my first apartment was $750 a month. That apartment now is like $2,200 a month. And
It's
I lived in
crazy.
Little Canada, bro. Little
Yeah,
Canada. Like,
22 a
you
month for
know,
Little Canada. Damn it, boy.
yeah.
Damn it. Um, Max RP1 says, do you recommend idling at 65 degrees? I recommend to never idle a truck.
Oh,
Get
you're
some
wrong.
get some things that make it where you don't have to idle. A generator and an air conditioner, I mean, just anything. But 65 degrees is probably too hot for me. I got to be cold when I sleep, and yeah, that probably wouldn't work for me. I'd have to have a giant fan going in there at least to move the air around so I didn't get hot. But yes, if you're, I will tell you right now, there is no better investment if you do not have an APU is to go down, find yourself a generator and an air conditioner. I tell you, I was telling Chris the other day. We both know it's a guy we both know, and his truck does not have an APU in it. I said, what I would do is I would go down to Harbor Freight. I'd get that 4350 watt square type generator. It's got a 15-hour runtime at half capacity.
Half capacity.
And then I would go on eBay or wherever and I would buy one of those mini splits that mount on the back of the truck. And and that generator would run that all day. It's 12,000 BTU, and those air conditioners are like $800, and that generator's like $800. $1,600, you don't idle your truck no more. Um, it's a no brainer to me. Like, um,
Uh,
you know,
It's pretty simple to think too. Like, unless you're just money bags McGee, every truck, every engine, every motor has a certain amount of revolutions before its life is over. Why are you going to ruin revolutions that you could make money on when you're
right,
actually just burning money? You know what
right,
I mean?
yeah, yeah. No, that's the way I
Uh,
see it. I, I idled that Freightliner the first summer, and I went and bought like a $400 generator and a $400 air conditioner, And I just felt so stupid that second summer when I was like, why did I not just go spend this $800 last year? You know, it was a very basic, cheap setup, but it done the job for 95% of the heat I was in. You know, occasionally I would
Yep.
get in that, 100-degree humidity down south, and have to idle the truck. But, if you can cut out 95% of your idling for $1,000, money,
Well, so
money.
in this newer truck, I don't have an APU. I have that 2000-watt Predator, Harbor Freight. I would
Yeah,
recommend getting a bigger one, but it works for me. I use that with a portable air conditioner, and that's how I
yeah,
survive, in this truck instead of idling my truck, you
yeah.
know.
No, I've done a lot of research on it. I think I'd go up, like I did the same thing. I bought too small of a generator.
Yep.
I would go up and get that 4350 Predator just because of its 2-gallon fuel capacity that runs for 15 hours. I mean, because that's the only problem with a small generator. You got to get up and put fuel in when ain't always, the most convenient time. I've been out there in my shoes and my underwear putting gas in a generator before, but yeah.
I've done that too.
Yeah, it ain't the best look, but by God, when I'm hot, I want that thing fired back up. Um, and most of the time, what I would do is I wouldn't start the generator until I got ready to go to sleep, and I
Yep.
would crank it. Mine would run, 6, 7, 8 hours. At depends on how much the air conditioner's kicking on, really, and
Hmm.
7, 8 hours. I mean, I'm ready to get up by that point anyway. So yeah, it's a good deal. This truck and life's in the house says channel member, by the way, says why they pay us to wait for whatever needs to be done maintenance wise. Yeah, Walmart pays for that. Yeah. Um, that's a good way to get it done. Get paid to wait. A lot of drivers, hell, even if they was getting paid to wait, they wouldn't wait though. I mean, it's just dropping hook can be a beast sometimes with people not wanting to do their job. Um, Since for Miles says, how come nobody sends Adam Bennett a host link? I did. I sent Sterling one, and I sent DIY one. They both declined. So, Jake Knife says, the word you're looking for, Cash, is trucking has turned into an unprofessional Uber shithole. That's about right. Yeah, you're not. You're actually spot on with that one. Since for Miles says, hey, Faith, thanks for calling me back 3 months ago. Oh, boys. Oh, man, cents per mile. Got them jokes. Jackknife says he got hit again. Yeah, dude needs to carry around a rabbit's foot. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he foolishly went in and tried to get his paperwork while the guy was bagging in. I just don't get it. Like,
To 3 doors down from me. Let's be clear
yes,
about that.
yes.
It
I like
wasn't
that
the
fact.
door right next to me. It was a door three
Oh
doors
Lord.
down from me.
Oh, that's good stuff, dog. That is good stuff. You know, um, oh, chef, I lost my. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about starting a new service, like a capstone type thing, where when you're backed in at a shipper, we have someone come out and guard the front of your truck so you can sleep and do your, look, plan your trip.
Have lights. It'd be like
Uh huh.
air traffic or, like plane controllers or flaggers or
Uh huh.
whatever.
Yeah, an air horn and some lighted signals.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I think it's a good idea. Anybody let me know if you want in on that. Adam Bennett says, "Oh, that's why STD left cash went two-wheeler burner." That's right. I'm Adam Bennett, and I stirred a pot. Yes. Thank you, Adam Bennett, for coming by. We appreciate you. Wallace says, "Throw your insurance company. Throw your insurance company by truth, man. You pay for air, and then they tell you all the ways they don't pay." Yeah, yeah. I think talk to text was getting Wallace there, but we got it. Yeah, I mean it's what it is. Insurance is it's the boondoggle of modern times. Why do you think all the super big companies get into insurance? Like like the Berkshire Hathaways and the Blackstones, and why do you think they buy up insurance companies? Because it's like printing money. Because I remember in Tennessee when I was a kid, you didn't have to have car insurance. It was like optional. And
Optional.
then along came a law that said everybody's got to have car insurance. And I'm like, thinking back on that, I think to myself, I wonder who got that law passed. You think State Farm
State
threw some
Farm.
money? Yeah, threw some money at that. Yeah, Progressive maybe. They all got in on it. Like, oh, this is something we can get behind here. Jake Knife says, Cash, do what I'm going to do, probably buy and sell trucks to hardworking professional owner operators with an ironclad lease contract. You know, when the Max Force engine was really popular, well, actually, when the Max Force engine was out and was more abundant, I thought about buying a couple of those and spray painting the engine red, like a Cummins,
Cummins.
and then sell those trucks to unsuspecting people. 'Cause,
I would fall for it.
you could get a Max Force for like 30 grand, but the Cummins was like 50 grand on the used market. And it's like, huh, I could turn 20 grand with a couple cans of Krylon. Just thought. Uh, Wallace says it is the law. That's why it's so high. Yeah, with insurance, exactly. If you didn't have to have insurance, it wouldn't have to be so damn high. Like, and that's just the facts. Jack Nash says,
Well,
go ahead.
there are companies that are self-insured up to a certain dollar amount because they can afford to be. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? The reality is, I'll just say this, and I know it's not like a good talking point. A lot of people in trucking are very, not just in trucking, but a lot of people are very bad with money. There are so many people that don't even have uh any type of like safety net or emergency fund saved.
Mm,
So like if we didn't have to have like car insurance or health insurance, you know, so many people couldn't afford, if they got into a little fender bender that cost a couple of grand, they couldn't afford to pay for it. I mean, that's reality too.
yeah.
So many of
Yeah.
us are bad with money because we don't
Yep.
understand it. We weren't taught it.
And
We were taught how to not gain wealth. We were taught how to be poor.
yeah. Yeah, folks, that's Fate Trucking. He represents Geico Insurance. He's all about representing big business, and he says, "Screw the little guy." Uh,
No,
no, I get
I
what you're
wish.
saying, though. I understand why they, for minimum coverage, just to cover the basics, But and I'm not against um, honestly, I would be. I kind of wish insurance was like a utility. My utility company can't just raise the rates as much as they want to. My utility company is governed at a certain
Governed.
percentage per year. And that's what I wish. I wish whatever they took in money, they could only make a certain percentage of that profit, and then whatever didn't get paid out and what wasn't profit had to be refunded.
Yeah,
I mean,
that makes sense
why?
though.
Because I've been paying in car insurance for I feel like 25 years now, and knock on wood, I've never had an at-fault accident, but yet I've been hit plenty of times, and my insurance just keeps going up, even though I have not caused an accident in 25. After 25 years, I should be grandfathered in, right? Like 25 years, no accidents,
dollar
bro.
a dollar a month. A
Yeah,
dollar a month.
yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
basically pay the administration fee, and you're Gucci. Like really. Um, Wallace says the governor needs to get out our way of life. Yeah, for sure. The government's all about it. Um, let's see. Anthony says, yes, we could. If you want do is not your way life, then get out, okay? Paul says, well, I know things are getting tight, but this prices are looking like 2019. Yeah. Gary Bates, I had a telephone talk with Matthew Kane. Give me my referrals and your direct shippers. Okay. Um, no doubt, no doubt. JD Jill says everything has a slime on it. Yeah, trucking for sure, for sure. Paul says been driving for 25 years now, but for a company, I have just got my own authority in getting a truck. Any advice about brokers with new authorities? Whew, that first couple months is rough, dog. Because of all the scamming going on in trucking right now, they're getting real picky. They are. You know, they want trucks companies that had inspections. They want trucking companies that have um, verifiable references as far as freight you've hauled. I seen a thing the other day. Truckstop loadboard is changing up how they do business because of all the scams going on. You know, all the Punjabi freight broker services and everything. And yeah, they're like they're making it where carriers and brokers both they're going to stringent up the verification process. And I'm like, hey, long as you're fair about it, I'm okay with that. But you can't pick the
Well,
winners. That's.
you brought it up. I'm going to say a name that we all know because he's in all of our live shows, but Jerome Jones stopped by my live show the other day, and he's been on his own authority for quite a while. And he was telling me he's having trouble right now because he doesn't have many inspections on his record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he's had his own authority for, I'm assuming it's well over a year now, you
Yeah.
know, and he's
Um.
still
It,
having trouble getting freight.
some shippers now are going to where they only want multi-truck carriers.
Yep.
Um. That's a thing too. It's going to be tough. I mean, you know, maybe get Robinson to work with you. Maybe TQL. Um. It's
Coyote.
rough that Coyote. Yeah. I mean, there's a few that'll work with a new authority, but they're getting less and less. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off here. I still got miles to do today, folks. I thought I'd hop on here because it's 420, 420. So happy
What does that mean?
420, everybody. That's a pot
420.
smoking reference. Um,
Oh,
I don't know. I was trying to catch that YouTube algorithm.
right.
You know, I smoked pot once. I didn't inhale. Um,
I'm gonna eat dinner.
uh, yeah. All
Have a
right,
good night,
guys.
bro.
Thanks for stopping by, Fate. Everybody go check out Fate's channel. We're out of here. We'll catch you on the flip side.